I've come to really love Reddit these past few months. I'm way more of a reader of Reddit than a poster, but I do post on subreddits that are about things that I really like. And what I really love about Reddit is there is a subreddit for anything you could imagine, almost literally. TV shows, movies, or music groups, music genres, or interests of sorts, or hobbies that people like to partake in. Anything you could imagine, there is more than likely a subreddit dedicated to it, filled with a community of people who are just as into or obsessed with that thing that you really like as you are. And again, that's what I really, really love about Reddit. But what I don't love is all these YouTube channels that have been popping up in recent months that are just dedicated to reading Reddit threads. And YouTube really loves to recommend the fuck out of these channels and jam it down people's throats because I almost can't go a day without browsing YouTube and just bumping into a fucking Reddit thread video. And the videos are pretty much the same thing every time, just someone reading through a Reddit thread, or in some cases there are channels that just use a text-to-speech voice that reads through these Reddit threads. You know, the person making the videos don't even fucking read the Reddit threads themselves. They just have a fucking annoying-ass robotic voice reading through these Reddit threads, you know, and I don't get the appeal to these kind of channels. I know YouTube really loves these channels, and that's why they recommend these channels, because these channels, you know, by and large, they're not controversial in the slightest, you know, they don't have to worry about these channels breaking any rules, because all they're doing is just reading through threads, unless the thread is, you know, NSFW or something like that. But by and large, these channels don't read through threads that are like that, you know, just, you know, innocent threads, maybe like an embarrassing story thread or anything of the sort. And, you know, these channels get a bunch of fucking subscribers, a bunch of views, all just from reading through Reddit threads. And, you know, put stuff that people probably took time to write out in their videos, profit off other people's stories and such. And, you know, again, these channels are fucking huge currently because YouTube really loves these channels. I mean, fuck, there was literally a channel called r slash that was created just back in January. This January, not last January, not January 2018 or 2017 or any time before, any January before that, January of this year. And it literally just blew up overnight. This channel currently has over 1 million subscribers. It's been just 5 months since this channel was created. This channel wasn't created any time before that. It's not like this channel was doing anything different before this, you know, before the person started making Reddit the videos. You know, this channel was literally fucking created this year, this past January, and it already has over 1 million subscribers just from fucking reading Reddit threads. Again, reading through just shit that other people typed out and putting it in their videos and profiting off of the shit that other people have written. And I don't get the appeal of this content at all, honestly. And I know people might say, don't shit on other people's tastes in content. YouTube videos are so subjective. If you don't like this certain YouTube video or channel, other people can like this certain YouTube video or channel. And just shut the fuck up about it and don't judge other people for their taste. I'm not, alright? If people enjoy this kind of content, I don't get it at all, but fine, whatever. They have the freedom to like whatever they like. Who the fuck am I to say what people can and can't watch on this site? But still, I just don't get the appeal in this kind of content. All it is just reading through fucking Reddit posts, and that's it. You know, these people don't offer any kind of commentary of sorts. You know, they don't actually respond to what it is they're reading or give their thoughts on what it is they're reading. They just simply read out these fucking posts, or in other instances, just have a fucking text-to-speech voice read out their posts because they're too fucking lazy to even just read fucking posts themselves in their videos. You know, and then people just flock over to these channels in droves. Hundreds upon thousands of people subscribe to these channels, watch these videos, and just eat this content up. And again, I know YouTube loves to shove this content down people's throats because it is the kind of safe content that YouTube wants on their site, and they will promote that kind of content because, again, it's the kind of content that doesn't spark any kind of controversy, and the kind of content that advertisers would like, because there is really remotely nothing controversial about these kind of videos whatsoever. But people still have the freedom to not click on this shit or not, subscribe to these channels or, watch these videos at all. But people still watch them. People still eat up this content. And again, I just don't get why people love this content so much. I don't fucking get it at all. I mean, sure, the Reddit threads may be interesting, but if I want to read through a Reddit thread, I will go to an actual Reddit thread. Okay? I'm not going to go to one of these channels, listen to some jerk off read it, or listen to some robotic voice read these threads. I will read them myself at my own leisure and at my own pace. But hey, this is the current bandwagon here on YouTube, and I can't really blame people for hopping on it, because when you have channels that blow up overnight, literally, just from reading Reddit threads and get over 1 million subscribers in less than 6 months, I can't really blame people for wanting to hop on this little YouTube trend that's so hot right now. And even horror channels have hopped on this trend as well. Ever since, the adpocalypse occurred, a lot of these horror channels have just evolved into, let's read spooky Reddit stories that probably never even happened at all, even though we claim in our titles that these stories are 100% real. But there's no evidence to suggest that these stories actually did happen most of the time. But still, these sort of stories are real. Trust us. That I don't even really watch a lot of horror channels here on YouTube, because that's really all the fuck it is nowadays. Gone are the days where these kind of channels had some sort of edge, or really talked about interesting topics like really terrible people in history, like serial killers or rapists or anything of the sort, or talk about these really horrible crimes that happened or horrible events that happened, anything of the sort, shit that's actually interesting. No, let's read scary stories on Reddit, because that's what's gonna bring all the subscribers and viewers in nowadays, because, advertisers obviously don't like what these horror channels have done in the past. And that's why I find them to just be boring as shit now, to be brutally honest. But whatever. Anyway, that's all I have to say. Bye-bye.